Good morning from Hoi An, and today I am at the Vegetable Village, which is a farming collective here in Hoi An, and this is a village where they're devoted to growing vegetables. And it's pretty early right now, it's probably about 7:30, and they say this is the best time to come out because people are actually out working, as you can see. That looks like basil, or basil as it's known in England. So there's a lot of herbs, I think, being grown here, and as well as vegetables, of course. All looks very neat, well organised, and they've got a good irrigation system here. Of course, before this would all have to be watered by hand. Xin chào.
Cái đồ bông keo thì mình ướp cái cũng rõ mày. Dạ, tao mất gió. Mới gió mùa sống trận đất qua mày. Đó cầu cứ im nữa. Tao cũng nhét cục ra cầu tay. Ướp nước bên rồi, ướp nước bên rồi. Tao mà ướp bên rồi là đấy.
So I know that they have actual formal tours with this vegetable garden, which I'm obviously not on. I just prefer to walk around on my own. But I think you can, on this, I've seen some video where you can water the vegetables in the old traditional style, where they have like 2 watering cans on a beam that goes over your shoulders, and then you just basically rock back and forth as you walk through the vegetables, watering on either side. I've seen some video of that, but obviously they have a more sophisticated irrigation system going with sprinklers dotted throughout the vegetable patches. And I'm sure that this vegetable village supplies the vast majority of the vegetables used in the restaurants vegetables and herbs used in the restaurants around Hoi An and probably beyond. I'm sure they export a lot of these vegetables throughout Vietnam. Xin chào. Xin chào. Looks like there's a cafe or a restaurant over there. I already had a cup of coffee at a place just down the road, which was very good, incredibly strong. And I think what I'm going to do after being here is I'm going to head to Madame Banh Mi, the Banh Mi Queen, in the town in Hoi An, which is one of the most famous banh mi places around here. And you see they have cookery classes here. They have restaurants and you can actually learn how to cook using the vegetables and herbs that they're using here. But yeah, it's like it's no different to allotments in the UK, but on a massive scale. And it's a collective, so I think all these people live here in the village in all these lovely homes all around, and they are all working together to grow and cultivate all of this produce. So it extends all the way up and down here, and then you cross over the street and there's even more beyond the street. So it's divided by a main road. Hello. Yeah, Tra Quay village. Vegetable village. Tra Quay means vegetable. All very busy, all very industrious. Using techniques and methods that have been passed down through generations, no doubt. Nice and cool right now, of course, because it is early, but it gets progressively warmer, and probably in about an hour from now it will be in the mid-80s, early 90s. But it's not too humid right now, so that's nice. It's just very, very pleasant. They do advise you to come out early if you want to see people working. It's all very neat and tidy, everything in nice, neat rows. This looks to me like it's mint. I think those might be avocados, an avocado tray over there. Pretty sure these are scallions, spring onions. You get an idea of the scale of the place. Good tap. I was reading something on Facebook yesterday that Vietnam is the 5th friendliest country in the world. I think number 1 was Brazil, or may have been Mexico, with Brazil being number 2, or the other way around. I don't remember the other countries, but Vietnam is way up there. And it's true, everybody is very friendly here. This could be, I'm not sure, but this could be morning glory, which is kind of like a spinach-like vegetable that's very popular in Vietnam. And I think it's just native to Vietnam. You don't really see it anywhere else. But it's very good, and it usually is just served sauteed with garlic as a side dish, vegetable side dish. And yeah, very similar to spinach, and very good. Cool name too, Morning Glory. I like that. Okay, so that's the one half of the vegetable village, and I'm about to cross over the street to the other side. Before I do that, I just need to tie my shoelace, so please excuse me 1 second while I do that. Okay, there we go. Don't want to trip and fall over. Although I'm sure that would be greatly amusing to everybody watching. Here we go, the joys of crossing the street in Vietnam. Always an adventure. Of course, this is rush hour right now, so there's a lot of people around. Alright, here we go. There we go, we survived to live another day. So you see, you'll hear the horns going quite a lot here, but it's very strange because it's completely different to what happens. Oh god, my shoelaces untied again, 1 second. Okay, so yeah, so you'll hear the horns sounding. But they're doing it not because they're annoyed, but it's just to basically let people know that they're there and they're coming through. So it's interesting. It's very different to in Thailand, where you don't hear the horns sounding as much. So it's more of a tradition here in Vietnam for them to hit the horn. And if you're not used to it, you think that everybody's really mad. There's like this collective road rage going on, but it's not like that at all. In fact, quite the opposite. The people drive here pretty slowly and they're very respectful, and they follow the rules. And I use the term rules very lightly because it appears there are no road rules. But everything seems to work just fine. So okay, this is like a fancy place, Tula. It looks like a kind of a place that does yoga. This is kind of the more, from what I can tell, the more tourist-oriented side of the vegetable garden. Detail. Yeah, I was just wandering around the. Can I do that?
Yeah. I have a coffee, a cooking class, and spa.
Okay, and where are the vegetable gardens? Is it further down here?
Yeah.
There's more vegetables that way? Okay.
Trà quế hả? Vegetable là bạn phải go straight ahead.
Oh, across. Okay.
Yeah.
So none over here. This is more.
Yeah.
There's this, and what else is here?
Yeah. But I looking here.
Okay, I can look around. Okay, I will come back and grab
Yeah.
something. Thank you. Oh, this is really pretty. Yeah, you can sit up here, have a coffee, relax. It's just beautiful. There's a lake with koi swimming around. Okay, so from what I understand, where we just were is where the bulk of the vegetables are grown, and this is more of a sort of retreat area with restaurants and cookery classes and things like that, but you are free to walk around. It's lovely, it's beautiful, really peaceful. Seems that I'm the only one walking around right now. They have little areas where you can stop and relax and admire the views. In depth. Okay, now I'm not entirely sure if this is where I just was. I think it is, and I've just sort of done a little circle. I don't think this is like the other section. I think I've just sort of turned around and crossed back over the road through this little village part, so I'm going to carry on going back this way. Beautiful cafe there. It's just gorgeous. Immaculately clean, tidy, well kept. We'll walk back this way. Nice little spot to have a cup of coffee. Little bird's nest there. Okay, I'm going to walk back through the vegetable garden, and then I am going to go and grab something for breakfast. So I will be, no doubt, back in touch soon. Bye bye.